And I am convinced, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Ryback, seriously, Ryback will go abso-fucking-lutely nowhere. He destroyed two.
You mean Ryberg?
Ryberg. You talk about a loud Goldberg chant yesterday. He will never, ever, ever. I want people to hear this. Ryback, Skip Sheffield, no problem with Skip Sheffield. I hope he succeeds. Idiots on YouTube, I hope he succeeds. I hope I am wrong. But from what I've seen for Ryback, he is never, ever, ever going to succeed. Because, you see Brodus Clay? You like Brodus Clay. I like Brodus Clay because...
Well, I think most people do, because he's fun.
Yeah, he's fun, but even if he was a heel, which obviously the gimmick wouldn't make sense, but the point is, Brodus Clay created his own niche. Goldberg was a phenomenon. Goldberg had connection to the crowd within 2 or 3 weeks and was a phenomenon. He was an unknown. You can't take Skip Sheffield, put him in a Goldberg gimmick when we've already experienced Goldberg. At the time, Goldberg, we didn't experience anybody like that. It was a phenomenon.
Well, I don't. You're right, and I don't understand why they're feeding him to these unknown wrestlers and letting them talk beforehand, and that's the gimmick of any scrawny guy talking and saying a stupid promo
I could give you the
shouting
answer.
at his parents, and then Ryback's music hits.
I could give you the answer.
No doubt, Skip Sheffield visually. If I put him next to Goldberg, you know, Goldberg was obviously a little bit of a Stone Cold clone, from his facial hair stylings to the bald head to the black trunks, black boots. The only thing is Stone Cold, of course, didn't come out to firecrackers and stuff like that. The glass shattered, and Austin was more blue collar. I thought Goldberg was a little more flash. Obviously, Austin was a far better wrestler than Goldberg. Austin was a tactician in the ring, and Goldberg was not even above Ultimate Warrior in moves. He had 3 moves, and dare I say, on the same level as Ultimate Warrior, more style than substance,
and there's nothing wrong with that
than anything else.
And there was nothing wrong with that.
Skills.
There was nothing wrong with that.
It was around much shorter than the Ultimate Warrior. But the whole thing with Goldberg, you're right, it was a phenomenon at the time. A Goldberg gimmick wouldn't work today because we've seen it. And I'm not so sure Goldberg himself would work today. It didn't work 7 years ago when he came here. People weren't. The dream match of him versus Brock Lesnar was booed out of the building at the Garden.
Yeah,
I know people here in New York went to it. I know a ton of people went to that, saw that match.
The turning point.
Dream match turned out to be a fart in the wind. It was nothing. It wasn't just because of Brock and then Austin bit them both out at the end of the night anyway and showed him he was the man. Austin has always been the man. Goldberg was never a threat to Austin. But Ryback, physically, he's one of the most hideous-looking men I've ever seen in my life. He looks like the Michael Berryman from The Hills Have Eyes on steroids. His physique is far more dieseled out than Goldberg.
Yeah.
His strength is probably on top. So physically, if you put them together, I would want to fight Ryback. I would think Ryback would be more dangerous. I think Goldberg was fed people.
Right.
I think Ryback is pretty badass. Probably in real life, he's pretty badass. Goldberg had a badass reputation, but to me, I thought it was just hype.
Right.
But it's too late now to do something like that.
Yeah.
Could they do a gimmick where, much like Brock Lesnar, when Paul Heyman was sicking him on people like a dog, remember that? Get the Hardys, get Rikishi, remember?
Right.
Like, go get him. And he'd jump the rail and he'd go and attack him. They should have went with something like that instead of the music hits and he comes out like Goldberg.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the fucking sparklers to come out, and stuff when Ryback comes out. It's a blatant Goldberg ripoff. And then he plays to the crowd with this arm gesture of trying to get people like almost like it's a reverse raise the roof.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost like lower the roof. Lower the garage door. Lower the garage door. Lower the garage door.
I'm getting gas just.
I don't know what he's doing there with that. What would you call that he's doing? Is anybody in the chat room kind of anybody got a name for this silliness that he does with his hands?
Yep.
And his shoulders, the shrug. The shrug. Yeah, was he trying to get people up on their feet? You know what I mean? It's not working. And he's playing to the crowd, which Goldberg stuck his tongue out and did this whole thing and did like he's a monster. And like I said, in 1997 it seemed cool, but I would laugh at Goldberg today, to be honest with you. Because first of all, everyone and their mother are white guys who either losing their hair or shave their heads on purpose, are bald and have goatees. Like 90% of the guys who go to my show look like Goldberg. So it's like it's nothing unique anymore.
Yeah.
Ryback just takes it to a new level because he's so hideous. And I think it's cool to be that ugly, though, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but
I think it's kind of cool to look like Sloth from the Goonies.
You see, Brock
Why don't
Lesnar.
they do it like a Sloth gimmick and have him come out like on a chain with Chunk or something like that? That'd be awesome. Like get like a little kid to bring him out.
Kev, it
They're not doing anything with Kurt Hawkins.
reminds me of Mason Ryan. Mason Ryan, they brought him out there, and what happened? He got attached to him. The stigma.
He
got attached.
He looked like a whole lot of gay. So, he looked like a flaming male stripper.
When he first came out, everybody chanted Batista. And what did they do? They turned
and like we said, what an insult to Batista.
Yeah, and they turned him face because that obviously and they made him grow hair, and they changed his look a little bit, but he was just he's not smooth in the ring. And look, I'm hoping Mason Ryan gets better. I mean, I hope Skip.
Oh no, he's going to be released. They're just waiting for his papers to go through.
Well, WWE has a thing about big guys, but the thing is, you see Lord Tensai. I know we talked earlier about it, but at least
keep talking. I'll be right back.
All right, at least Lord Tensai is. I think we lost Kev completely. Oh, no, he's still on. Okay. See with Lord Tensai, people, Lord Tensai, whether you like him right now or you don't like him right now, he's doing a completely different gimmick that he did before. When you look at Lord Tensai, all right, forget about the fact that you think of Albert or you think of A-Train. When you look at Lord Tensai, you don't think of another American wrestler before that did a Japanese gimmick. You don't turn around and say, oh, that's blah, 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 blah. All right? When you have Brodus Clay come out, you look at Brodus Clay, you don't look at him and say, oh, that's blah, 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 blah. The only thing that people ever said was, oh, he's using Ernest Miller's music, but you don't think of a different wrestler. Yeah.